Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another Channeling Erik Archangel Guidance and live readings for Friday, May 20th, 2022. I'm so glad everyone's here to help me practice. I am a Con Knight. I'm an intuitive empath, and I am documenting my healing journey. And part of that is developing my intuition. And that's why I'm doing these live readings and using any channeled guidance that comes in. And this is pretty much a practice session for me. So thank you all for contributing and bringing your energy here. And feel free to ask any question that you may have in the comments. It's all going to be coming from love and appreciation. And because, this is really a practice, whatever that comes out of my mouth, tune into your heart, see if it resonates with you. And if it does, great. And if not, well, that's okay too. I'm just sharing what's coming through to me. And this is a practice. And I'm looking at my face. It is the Oompa Loompa edition, I guess, today. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe too many oranges or melons this past week. But yeah, I guess maybe that's how my skin looks. But anyways, that's it. On a little bit of a side note, I've been very diligent with my meditations and the reaches that I've been going into, the depths of where I'm going to in releasing and surrendering myself to my subconscious and my awareness of where it can go and how far all this can really expand. And yesterday I had a really grand release, a complete surrender of where it went to. And I just feel things are just shifting in the right direction. And I'm connecting more deeply with angels and guides. And I didn't really believe in angels and guides before, but I do now because I connect with them. And it is quite profound to have this shift to be very much non-believing in any of this to pretty much a devout person that's sharing this information with everybody. It's kind of all over the place, right? But that's what it is. So super excited. Thank you all for contributing your energy towards this. I am going to be posting your messages on the screen. I'll be writing down when and the timestamp of them, so you can always return later and follow through. Although if you are not unable to come through, there will be random times that I'm compelled today to do some free giveaways. So maybe one or two that's going to be happening today. So if you guys are around, I'll be posting that up. And I don't know what the hashtag's going to be yet. I'm just waiting for Spirit to let me know what that is. And that's it, lovely people. So let's get into it. And I'm coming up to the very top here. And hello, lovely Angela. Hi, Mahi. Hello, beautiful. Great to see you. Hey, Anne. Hey, Ahsen. Hello, Disha. Beautiful Disha. White Rabbit BG. Brother Doc. Man, I love you, man. Hello, Grace. I love the exchange that I saw earlier today. It was really special in my heart. The exchange that you guys had this morning. So thank you for sharing that. Hi, Robinette. Hello, Karen. Hello, beautiful. So good to see you. Hello, Jolanda. Hey, Robinette. Okay, great. So let me come to the top here, and I'm being told to start with a few of my Patreons. If some of you that don't know, I do have a Patreon channel at patreon.com/connight. If you want to join me at the first Thursday of every month, I do an event there, and some little bonuses gets that you get your readings first. So I'm being told to come to Angela first. So Angela, it is what it is. I'm not going to miss any of you guys. If I see in the comments that I marked it, you're going to get a reading. And again, like I said, this is just all practice and fun time. Okay, Angela, I got you marked. Angela says, hi, Con. I would love a message from Archangel Michael. Big Mike. Yes, brother, Big Mike. Thank you so much. All right. Big Mike. He's just kind of sauntering up, and he's doing a bit of a swagger as he walks forward, and he's just very joking and loving right now. All right, Big Mike, what does Angela need to hear right now? What do you want to say? He's talking about the this mask that you're putting on. it's like you're putting on your big face. You're putting up your like pulling up your big girl pants. You're just putting on a brave face. You're without actually going deeply into what's happening within you. And part of that, because I think we have a reading probably after the weekend, an emotional release session, and you're just kind of leaving it to that. He goes, and that's cool. Like that's totally fine. It's glad that you're doing that. But he goes, don't forget to take advantage of the moments that you can have the emotion come up. It's fresh, it's alive, it's real. So you have the emotion come up. Don't be afraid to look at the emotion and see what's happening within you. Because that is the real opportunity, because it's come up to the surface. It's ready to be dealt with. Although the timing might always be right for you, do not avoid dealing with the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings that bubble up to the surface when they bubble up. Take the moment to quiet your mind, take a few breaths, breathe into your heart, just look at the emotion and observe it and pay attention to it. Even if it's just to connect and say, I see you, I'm here for you, I'm not going to leave you, but I'm not going to be with you right now. So take that moment of just taking in a few breaths. You can even do that even if you're in a meeting or driving, wait till you're a bit of a stoplight, that you can just tune out a little bit and just pull off on the side of the road and get that momentum or get that silence within you and have that conversation with yourself. So that's what I'm feeling is Big Mike's message for you right now. I don't know. Big Mike is pretty clear about these things. And yeah, thank you, Angela, for asking that question. Coming to my list here of who I got next. Just add a few more people to the agenda. Juice says, just going to say the juices have been doing you well because your skin does look different from previous times. I don't know. It's quite odd. It has me a little perturbed right now. I really don't know if it's my camera or my skin. I think I gotta maybe do a camera shot of myself here just to see if it really is my skin, because I'm freaking out a little bit. I don't think my skin's supposed to be this orange. Oops, I just sent an SOS message to my wife. All right, let me just see here. Is my skin orange? I don't know. I don't think it's that orangey right now, but well, maybe it is. I don't know. So my skin is orange today. That's what happens when you do a lot of juicing and you're high vibe, and the skin is changing. Maybe I really did have a release. Go figure. I'm very, very orange. It's the Oompa Loompa edition. Yeah. Okay. The weirdness is coming out. All right. Hello, Saul. I've added you. Samruddhi, I've got you. Hello, Chaitu. Got you. I get to the list. Thanks, Carolyn. You're welcome, Angela. You're welcome. Hey, June. Okay, good. And let me just pop June up here. Does Raymond pop to mind? Does that mean anything to you? The first thought is one of my family members, and they're far away, and I have a connection with they're one of my godsons actually, and I have a good connection with them, even though I'm not Catholic, but I'm pretty much one of the godsons, and I love these guys. So Raymond is one of them. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm coming through. All right, I'm coming to Ahsen, and then Anne, you'll be coming up. So Ahsen, guys, I'm just following what who my guides are telling me to read next. So I'm coming up to Ahsen. So 9:29. I haven't missed you, Anne. All right. So Ahsen says, "Hello, Con. Love you, brother. Love you back, man. I've been engaging in self-hate because the inner work is making too small of a difference. It's hard to accept that it will be this way for years. Would love advice. Got it. Okay. We never said the process was easy, but it is a simple process. And the process is persistence. That as long as you're engaging, that the work that you're striving to have is going to happen. Every time that you put your attention to this, because you're not abandoning it and focusing on the hate, you're not going to get to that. You're continually, even though right now 90% of your mind might be focused on the hate and 10% of the time might be focused on love, as long as you have that 10% and you're constantly coming back to it, that 10% is going to grow to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30. It's eventually going to become fully you. That you will find love in your heart. It really does come down to persistence. And much as you have a pot of water on the stove and you watch it, now the adage says a watched pot will never boil. Well, the truth is a watched pot will boil. So it's going to happen no matter what, as long as you are keeping your attention there, that pot will boil to having what you want. It will get to the temperature you want. Just as then you take that same water, you let it cool down to room temperature and you put it in the freezer. As long as you put it in the freezer, it will become ice cubes. So as long as you are engaging in love as well, eventually the love will overtake, because love is a much higher vibration and a feeling. Now, ultimately, the beginning stage of changing your lifestyle and body is actually to begin with food and diet. Begin to bring in better nutrition into your body, because once the body begins to feel a little bit better and you start thinking about eating healthier foods and putting healthier foods into your body, your vibrations will change on a physical sense, and that physical sense will then become more of an energetic sense, so that the work that you do emotionally will have an effect. So start at introducing good high vibrational foods into your system, and then look at the emotional stuff in conjunction with this. It will go hand in hand. When you do put your mindset on the emotions and you find that it's not converting, you need to keep your mind there. You need to spend the time there as long as it takes. And on a personal note, there are times that I'll sit in silence and connect with a certain part of my body and the emotion will not release. And I'll spend an hour with it. And it will get a little bit better. And if it gets a little bit better, I'll say, thank you. Thank you for getting a little bit better. If you're feeling a tingling in energy, a shift in vibration, the emotions have changed and shifted, which is a good thing. So you want to give it praise when that happens. And then you release it, give it a breath, take the breath up, help it release out of the mind. And then again, just sit with it, give it love, stay with it, and be persistent in the love. It can feel bad. It can feel negative. You could get that self-hate. But again, just constantly reinforce it with love. It's okay that you feel that way. I might not understand you, but I love you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm never going to leave you. I'm going to be here with you no matter what. And the way that holds true is because this presence that you call Ahsen, this body that you're in, this name that you've given it, this mindset that goes along with it, is the only incarnation that you are going to have in that soul and body. I mean, in that personality will be the only personality that will ever exist. So you will stay with it until the body decides to leave. You decide to leave the body, but you're saying like, I'm never going to leave you. And that means that you're never going to commit suicide. You're never going to leave on your own volition. You're always going to get attention. Now your body might break down and say, okay, I've had enough. I don't want to be here anymore, but it won't be from your own decision. You're just going to constantly give it love. I don't understand you, but I'm always going to love you. I'm never going to leave you. So it comes down to persistence. So even though you might sit in a full session for at least an hour, if not longer, and you won't actually get it to convert into showing love back to you or being converted, you say, it's okay. I know you're tired. I'm going to come back. I'm not going to leave you. We're going to revisit this tomorrow. We're going to come back later. So persistence is the key in this. And as long as you continue to keep your energy on that side of love and giving it attention and being present, you will always eventually get to that stage. It's going to happen for you, Ahsen. Your energy is in alignment for that. I know it. I feel it. I see it. You are gonna be into that stage of love, and it's that persistence because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. It's coming, man. It's coming. And if you ever need to reach out to me, reach out to me. You ever need a one-on-one session, reach out to me. Let's talk. You are ready, brother. It's going to happen. Complete faith. Complete faith. Hello, lovely Earth Angel. Thank you for popping in afterwards. Hello, Lisa. Hi, Gina. Oh, I love you too, sister. All right, let's come through. Let's come through, and I'm coming up to Ann now. Ann Sylvester. 15:30. Okay. And says, I woke up at 4 Sunday morning. A star chart flashed before my eyes. Hi. And I immediately got a horrible headache and felt like I had been dropped in a furnace. Any ideas on this? Is Kathy. Okay. Ann/Kathy. Metatron. Metatron is here. As soon as you said the star chart, Metatron popped in. He is activating you with light code. So that was an activation that you've gone through. And the heat that you felt in the body is the actual physical body noticing the change. There's been a molecular shift that's happened within you, that when a change happens, a frequency and vibration happens, and you notice in the body, that means that something has happened. The headache that happens there is a bit of a block, an initial block, a resistance that's there, that as you continue to allow in this energy. So if you continue to feel this energy and that you have that feeling, be mindful of the headache, be mindful of the block, but also move yourself into a state of allowing and allow that energy to come through. Move yourself into I accept, I allow, it's here. I'm just gonna shift this light into bright now. That's not gonna work. So he's saying this is an activation. They just give you a little bit of a shift. It's a boost, and more people are going to have this happen to you. That you're going to feel a shift in energy because there's a huge amount of energy that's coming through from the sun and working in conjunction with the earth. So we have that female and masculine energy working hand in hand, and they are taking over the planet and shifting things. The vibrations have raised them enough that, I mentioned this a few times now, that we're going to see more and more of these energy shifts happen, and you need to move into a state of allowing and just allow your body and notice that it comes in. Make sure you're getting high vibrational foods and nutrition and drinks into you. Make sure that you are supporting the body as it's going through this shift, and it'll be a lot more easier for you. So I hear a lot of people talking about headaches and ascension symptoms that they're having here. I really haven't seen a lot, outside a little bit of a tiredness, but then I also meditate daily, and I meditate quite a bit. I drink like freshly squeezed juice with me all the time too, and in mineralized water. So it really is supporting the body and helping the high vibration. So this isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing for you. You've been activated, and I'm really excited for you that this happened for you, Anne or Kathy, whoever that was for. Yeah, super excited for that. That was really cool. Hey, Julie. Thank you. Very sweet. Really, really sweet to say. Okay, that was your mom. Thanks, Anne. So that was for Kathy. All right, so coming to the top, as we continue channeling Erik and providing Archangel Guidance today, we're just going to continue here. And I'm coming to Disha. Hello, Disha. 1909. And Disha says, should I look for teaching jobs after my PhD? Or what can I do to make my business stable? I need a stable income. I'm confused which stream of profession to focus on, teaching or my coaching in tarot. This isn't a question of or, it's a question of and. Why can you not do both? Why can't you do a job that sustains your income for now while you develop the other side of tarot and coaching? Now, the tarot and coaching is going to require exposure. It's going to require trust. It's going to require time to build. And in that time, it's not going to be enough income to sustain you to the way that you want. As you move yourself into a state of abundance and you open yourself up more into allowing, you will then be able to know that you will be able to sustain yourself. But the energy state that you're in right now, it still is quite blocked, still is closed. You're just opening up now. You're in the beginning stages of opening up. That following the teaching job, moving into something that's going to sustain income is going to be beneficial for you, because it's going to take away that fear that you have. Because if you just continue with the tarot and the coaching part, you're just going to be instilled in fear, because you also need to do the work to release the fear, to have the emotional releases, to move into higher vibrational states until you get into a full state of allowing, that you know, and you completely surrender yourself, that you know that everything is in alignment, everything is perfect, the signs make sense. In a personal note, as I've been opening up, I sold my business, and I'm coming up to the anniversary of selling my business at the end of this month, and moving from no income. So no income is coming in. Now I do have a payout that's coming out over the next couple of years, but I always still have that fear that, because the payment amount is shifting. But because I'm constantly moving into a state of releasing that, as that fear comes in, I sense it, I release it, and then I get a message in. So, God comes in, like, everything's good, you're in alignment. I'll have Archangel Erik come in. I'll have Archangel Michael come in. I'll have the Ascended Masters come in. Master Jesus comes in. So someone will come in, but because I'm opening myself and continue putting my attention on that, I get that reassurance. But I'm getting with you, like, you're in the beginning stages of this. So you get the job that will satisfy the income, so you can remove that primal fear. And that is primal, like survival. Income is primal. That really is a primal state. So you need to satisfy that while you build this other stuff and open yourself up into higher states of energy. Only then will it come. Now, you're saying, I don't want to do both, I feel overwhelmed. So if it doesn't feel in alignment for you, don't do it. You don't have to do. You're not being forced to do something that you don't want to do. That's the whole idea of intention. So the great thing is that you've noticed it. I noticed it. I don't want to do it. I feel overwhelmed. Great. You've just noticed the sign. Phenomenal. Good for you. So clearly you are aware, you are connected. It's now the bravery of going through, of doing it or not. It's consistent. Now, there's a difference between turning this. Now, I'm coming from the corporate world, and the corporate world is all about schedules and doing things on a timely basis and really knocking things down. And for me, not answering an email at the end of the day really was one of the toughest things. Now, if I don't check my email, I don't really think about it. If I don't answer something back or do something right away, I don't do it, because it's not in alignment with my energy. Now, I don't quickly abandon it, but I've removed that business aspect, that corporate world, that 3D scheduling and regimented and answering emails and being kind to everybody, out of falseness. I'm kind because I'm genuine. This is my genuine self. And if I say something, it's genuine, that's coming through to me. But I'm not going to say anything out of meanness or spite, because that's the stuff I'm being aware of, and that's the stuff that's lower vibrational. So it's knowing of what is in your energy and vibration, and knowing what to stick to. So if you're feeling that you don't want to do both, then don't. Then everything is going to come to you. It's releasing and surrendering to that feeling that that the income is going to be coming in, because you are abundant. You have a roof over your head. You have food in your mouth. You have water being served to you. You have enough to sustain you. That you're not living on the streets. Even if you couldn't make your payment, you always have a friend to stay with. There's something that will always take care of you. That when we think about abundance doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to live in a mansion. It also means that you have the bare minimum to keep you alive and sustained, and that you can be open, aware that the idea of dying, because you're never going to die. You're never going to get to starvation. You're never going to get to a point that you are not going to be taken care of. And this is where the surrendering comes in. So it feels like you're getting close to that, but it also feels that fear is holding you back as well. So if you feel that you can sustain yourself, great. But if you can't, then don't. Like, just no. Keep following your intuition, follow the guides, and allow. So don't get the job for now. You don't have to do it right away. Take a break. You're feeling overwhelmed. Take a break. Focus on your coaching. See what happens. And then eventually open yourself up. It's all good. All good. It's happening for you. It's happening for you. I'm very excited for you. Very, very excited, Brother Doc. I'm being compelled to come to these Patreons or Doc Sing. You can see Doc and I on Divine Soul Awakening every Wednesday at 12 noon. We have a Divine Soul Awakening show. This Wednesday coming up is our season finale. And Rita's coming back. So the work that we did on last month's show when Rita was on was she taught us how to use the pendulum. And now we're going to use that to test how to do basic balancing with our pets, to see where they are at alignment, to see before you actually go to the doctor, do testing with your pendulum. So that's going to happen. So have your pictures of your pet ready, or even if your pet is there, you can physically work on them. And Rita's going to teach us how to do pendulum work. So really excited. So that's going to be this Wednesday's show. You can see Doc there, assuming he's going to be there for the season finale. So Doc comes up with the question, my car is 13 years old and has 150K on it, on the clock. Is it showing its age in terms of maintenance costs? Should I get a new car, a second-hand car, or just keep it? What's the sense with the car? This is the question you need to ask yourself about the car. Now, many cannot do this, but because you are spiritually and emotionally open, energetically open, that you are bonded and energetically connect with the car. So how does the car communicate with you? Do you feel the car has the longevity that it needs? How do I feel it? I'm not as connected to inanimate objects like you are, Doc, to your own objects, because I'm not connected with it, but I'm going through your own feeling with it. And you feel a connection to it. You're not ready to let it go. Now, is it running well? Is it causing additional pollution? Is it doing anything negative that you do not want to do? That would be the reason to get rid of the car. The idea of getting another car, now, I'm being told in terms of new cars, the new cars have some issues with them in terms of the technology that's being embedded in them secretly. In the new car, in the lack of technology that's in there to keep you safe. There's more tracking involved than we want to know. Now, this has been in old cars as well, that there's gigabytes of data being passed on to the car manufacturers that we don't know about, but there is data being passed on. But the difference of the new cars is the additional data that's being passed on isn't in alignment. So if you are going to get another car, yes, a used car would be better. Just on a practical sense, that the con sense is coming through. I get the end of a production year. So typically they have a new release that comes out and they create all these fixes on it, and then they end that year and then the next year they come out with a new version of that car. So I get the last version of that year because all the bugs have been worked out. If you typically get like a Lemonade car guide, you can find out what that production information is and find out what the bugs and whatnot are. So consider that if you're going to get another car. But I honestly feel that the existing car serves you well. It runs enough for now. It feels like it's gonna take care of you for the next little while. That the idea of spending money on another car right now isn't really a good idea, especially because the monetary world is changing and shifting. But wouldn't they want to buy it while they can? Not in this case. I'm getting not in this case. It's not something that you want to invest money in right now. Stick with your existing car. That's what I got, Doc. I don't know. Let me know, brother. Let me know. I'm coming to the beautiful Grace, then I'm going back up to the top of the list, and then I'll be coming back down to Jolanda. At least that's what they're showing me here as I bounce around. So Grace says, I would like to ask Green Tara if I have ever had a lifetime with her or as a Buddhist who followed her teachings before. Does her Sophia code activation is hitting home for me? Thanks. Okay. Thanks for bringing this question. I'm really excited about it. Okay, Queen Tara. Oh, wow. An overwhelming sense of love and grounding just comes through. Okay. Tara, have you had a lifetime with her? Indirectly, energetically. Was it as a Buddhist who followed her teaching? That's more in line of what happened, that it was a particular sect of Buddhism that had followed the teachings of nature and alignment of her word. Okay. And you want to say anything on the Sophia code? It's very much in line with the feminine energy that you're bringing into the planet in the work that you're doing in this world, of really aligning those to the feminine energy that need to be aligned with those energy. Predominantly, it's the women that have been suppressed, oppressed, suppressed. I don't know the right word for that, but I'm hearing both. But it's ultimately helping those women align into the very high vibrational energy of the Sophia code and the teachings that go along with it. There's an energy to the collection of that information that you are aligning yourself into, and you're then taking that energy and you're embedding it into these women that desperately need to be released of the fear and the oppression. Now, as you put the energy into these women, it actually is emanating from their bodies, that it is affecting those men that are around her that are keeping them held back. So there is a multiplicitous effect that's happening with this. As you're giving this energy, as you're bringing it in, your intention is putting it into these women. As the women are collecting it and they're feeling it and they're shifting, they're then emanating that out onto the men, who is then touching, infecting them. It very much is like a virus of enlightenment that you're passing through. It very much is this vibration of enlightenment. Yeah, and you know this, Grace, that you are very much opening up to your gifts spiritually, physically, chemically. You're very much aligning into all this, and it's happened quite rapidly for you. That they're now shifting into more of a refinement for you. They're getting very specific with your energy, and it feels like they're refining you into this really sharp pinpoint that will be injecting into those that need to be affected by your energy and love. That was really cool for you, Grace. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for you. Whew, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, D, I feel job will give me freedom. I feel tied under a gaze that I wish I don't wish to have. Yeah, you're in your process. Keep sticking with what aligns for you, and notice what happens for you. Yeah, that's right, Karen. Yeah, we're getting that a lot. Pendulum work is because remember, the pendulum, the angel cards, these are all tools that you can use to help you. The crystals, it all helps. Now, crystal does have earth energy as well, but these are all tools to help you in this energy. I don't use pendulums or angel cards anymore. But when I do, like when I pick up my crystal or my pendulums, which are crystals, I get really good answers from them. So yeah, it's really cool. I love that. So thank you for saying that. Very cool. Yeah, very cool. Karen says, I'm reunited with my spirit guide, who is my invisible friend when I was a child. Oh, cool. Yeah, my family made fun of me because I was always talking to my invisible friend, so I shut it down, of course. Her name is Polly. Hi, Polly. Very cool. I love the... how do I my teeth to healthy? Great. Okay, I'll add you to the list there, Taylor. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Okay, good. I'm glad that resonates, brother. I'm glad. Okay, good. Cool. Okay, beautiful. And all right, brother Jim, I added you as well. Okay, so let me come to the top, and I'm coming to White Rabbit. Follow the rabbit. So you remember that, White Rabbit. White Rabbit, I have a video dropping at 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, on YouTube. And I feel that's a message you need to hear. Now, it's about being ghosted, but the ultimate message behind it is about releasing, or what it truly means. And this kind of goes for you about your friends that are being they're not friends to you. They're not your friends, but your so-called friends. Okay, let me add this to you. Okay, so White Rabbit says, "Hi, lovely Khan. Hello, beautiful. Today, I would love some guidance, please." Okay. He's laughing. He's like, you just did. You just gave it. Yeah. So for you, look at the video that's going to drop tonight at 9 p.m. It's titled "He Ghosted Me. Will He Come Back?" Now, for you, this goes towards the relationship that you have with your friends. That your friends are ghosting you, and you wanting to ghost them. So listen to that and follow that message tonight, and notice how it resonates with you, and come back in the comments and let me know how that worked for you. That's short and sweet. They want you to see that, because I feel the imagery that follows it is going to be aligning for you. Yeah. Okay, let me come to BG. And then I'm going to go down to Jolanda. Okay, so 3709. And BG says, "Is there a message for me today?" BG, who wants to come in? Hi. Who is this? Oh, Erik. Okay. Okay, Channeling Erik. What's the message for BG? What does she need to hear right now? It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing to yourself? You know, you're watching the videos, you're listening, you're chiming in, but you're not listening to the messages that come through for you. Why are you being so hard on yourself? Why are you taking care of everyone else and you're not taking care of yourself? What are you doing? It's like, BG, you know, this is the time that you're supposed to be stepping up. You know what you have to do, except you're avoiding it. And you're going back to your bodily self, your bodily mind. You're having fear of the changes that you're going to experience. But haven't you seen example enough on these channels, the experiential growth that people have had, the experiential growth that you've had in yourself when you have aligned yourself into this energy, the small shifts, how great they have been, and how easy it was for you to make those small shifts? It's like, what are you doing? You know, BG, it's time to look back at yourself, take care of yourself. It's your job here is not to take care of others. Your job here is to be happy. Notice the alignment and the shifts that are happening within yourself, and follow what is right for you. This doesn't mean wiping noses and bums for your children. You've done that long enough. Doesn't mean to be feeding everybody a custom dish or gourmet dish. That isn't your job anymore. You know, you raise people enough that they can sustain themselves. They're adults. They're old enough. You've raised them enough that they can take care of themselves. You don't have to do it. Now, we're not saying abandon them, but you have enough that you can take care of them. You can raise them, that you have raised them, that you can feed them on special occasions, but you don't have to take care of each and every single meal. They need to take care of themselves, and that's their lesson. They need to be able to take care of themselves as well. So BG, like, it's time. It's time. Go back to yourself. That's the message. Don't shoot the messenger. That's the message. Okay. I'm jumping down to Jolanda. And 3957, Jolanda. Hi, Khan. Just let someone come forward with a message for me. Okay. Who wants to come forward for Jolanda? Okay. I'm going to continue to channel Erik here. He goes, I'm here. I'm square. I can't get the last bit of his rhyme, but he's like, I'm ready to, I don't even know what I was saying, but it's like, I'm ready to bear it all. And he goes, haiku. Okay. Didn't have to rhyme. It's haiku. So there's Erik's haiku for you. Okay. So what do you want to say for Jolanda? What do you want to say for her? Okay, I got to know. So that big, long, silent pause was observation. And he just had me observe you. He had me observe. He wants you to stop and observe yourself. Because at a minimum, when you're dealing with the emotions and the thoughts that come into your head, the idea is that you need to stop and take a breath and observe what's happening. Observe the shifts in energy that's happening within you. Because as you're doing, well, you're not really doing emotional release. You're not doing the shadow work. You're not looking at yourself in what you have to, in order to release the thoughts and feelings that you're having in your body and mind. You need to observe them, at least observe them. Give them love. They don't understand you. I love you. Even though it doesn't resonate with you, you still need to say the words and give the energy and try to put your feeling behind it. But at a minimum, you need to be present. Even if you don't know the right words to say, you need to be present with the emotions and feelings that you're having within yourself. So become present. At a minimum, be present. The idea of shifting into love and holding that space is one thing, but you really do need to move yourself into just being present. You know, when you think about a parent and you're raising kids, it wasn't about doing the right job or a good job, the best job. It's about being present with your children and your body self, the emotions and feelings and your child self that's within you. You need to be present with it. So when you have those thoughts, feelings, and emotions that come up, be present. And that's what you need to do. Be present. Okay. Thanks, Erik. Thank you for that. Okay. They want me to do Karen before I come to Mahi. And hello, Karen. 4328. Okay, so I'll be adding you into the description. And Karen says, my question for you today, Con, who wouldn't mind giving me a little extra motivation to start working on my website? I found some kind of sabotage block to get the job done. It's for my art. Okay. Who wants to come in? Okay, so Archangel Michael is stepping forward on this one. So what he's doing is actually using his sword and he's slashing away at the blockage that's within you. He goes, when you're feeling these blocks, these feelings of being attacked, being held back, remember that you have your angels and guides around you. He goes, don't be afraid to call me in to help you get through these blockages, these beings and entities that are preventing you from moving forward. Don't be afraid to call us in because we are here for you. We want all of you to succeed. You know, there's some that cannot be helped, but those that are calling on us, we come and we arrive and we will help you. And we will help you get the motivation through the block of what you need. Now, part of the block that you're receiving is from the ascension. So there is a need for you to go outside and ground. So make sure that you're grounding yourself. As you're grounding, call in Archangel Michael and feel yourself being grounded, connected to the earth. Feel Archangel Michael going through the blockage or preventing you from moving forward with the website and be ready to make changes. Now, part of this is that your creativeness is on a canvas. Instead of building out your website, paint your website. Paint the wireframe of how you see your website. Paint the feeling that you want people to have when they visit your website and they have your art. Spend time in the energy of what your website is going to do for you and the experience and feeling that you want people to have. And do that in your art. So get the canvas out, get your paintbrush out, align yourself to grounding, Archangel Michael, and get yourself out and align yourself into that feeling and spend yourself in meditation with your website and sit with it, connect with the energy of the website, and then be prepared to use the canvas and paint it. If you won't want to do the paint, get your sketch pad out and sketch it out. And notice that the feeling that you want people to have, and use that intention and hold that in your meditation. The feeling you want people to have when they visit your website, the experience that they have when they are on your website, when they walk away from your website, the conversations that they have and what they tell their friends. You got to go see this website, or this website, it was missing this, it needed this. Notice the conversations that people have about your website afterwards. So align yourself with that energy and feeling before you actually build your website, and spend your time in alignment. Put it on the canvas, and once you get it on the canvas or a sketch pad, then you can build your website. You need the plan first, and that's what's blocking you, because you're thinking, well, I don't know what to do. Make it creative. Make it the art. This is art. The website is just another canvas for you. So put it on canvas, physical canvas first, or your sketch pad. Align yourself into the energy, and then do the work. And then you're going to create something that you are very happy with, much like you are with your art. And that's what I'm getting for you. Very cool. I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. I'm being asked to come to the bottom here, and that's not it. Beautiful. Oh, okay, let me just come here. Yes. Okay. Okay, Angela, I've added your second question. You're welcome, Kathy. No worries. No worries. Hey, Marjorie, great to see you. And you are who I've been asked to come to next. Jolanda says, I understand the message. I was taking a break from all the overwhelming feelings. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Good. I'm being compelled to come to Marjorie next. Maryo. Okay, 48:17. So Marjorie. Yes, I'm definitely able and would love a message. Okay, Marjorie. Oh, who wants to come in for Marjorie? I feel is initially like Mother Mary type energy came in, but it feels like Mary Magdalene came through. And it's very concentrated down my center, and it's just a column of love that's coming through. And I'm feeling the expansion, the expansiveness that's happening within you. And it's very typical of when I connect with you, Marjorie, but there's this source light that's coming in right through your crown chakra, all through your chakras, and then right into the ground, into the feet. And it feels like the light that's within you is aligning your chakras. Everything is just like a little bit off balance, but the light that you've been cultivating within you is aligning the chakras. It's aligning your energy. It's connecting into the grounding, but it doesn't feel like a solid connection into the ground, the Mother Earth. But it feels like it's beginning to it's beginning to take root. And as it's taking root, the chakras are going into alignment, and then your energy is beginning to expand. And as your energy is expanding, so does your reach of the message that you were brought to this world to share with the world and connect with others. that reach and connection is growing as well. And your true purpose and alignment is coming more and more within you as you continue to align yourself and doing the work of releasing, observing what's happening within you. I mean, all this is happening with you without any intervention from you, because you are in alignment with yourself. You're seeing what's happening within yourself, and it's opening up more and more. You got a lot of good things happening for you. Is there anything that you can do to enhance this? I feel like there's certain herbs or plants that would help. Should we ingest it? It feels like there's a need to take these certain herbs to infuse them into an oil. And I can't tell if this is to spread the oil on you. It's almost like an oil bath that you would do on a daily basis to cleanse the soul and to open yourself up with these herbs that you've infused in this oil. What type of oil? Could even be like a coconut oil, like a shea butter, something that's more alignment with you on the skin. I don't know exactly what it is. My vocabulary isn't strong enough in that area, but it feels like there's a need for you to infuse certain herbs and plants, which you'll know which ones to use as you go through your book and connect, and you'll find out which plants to use, infusing the oil, and consider spreading it on your skin, burning it as a candle, and allowing that infused energy to be around you, whether it's smoke or smell or touch. It's all the above. All of them are going to work for you. That's what I got for you. Yeah, crazy. Karen says, I'm literally learning right now. Awesome. Love it. Very cool. Love that. Hey, Karen. Yeah. Sorry, Robyn. Okay, Robyn, I got you. Added you to the list. Okay, coming up back to the top. And hello, Mahi. Lovely Mahi. Okay, so okay, Mahi says, today I want to know about my career. My educational qualifications is according to teaching. Because of circumstances, I didn't end up there, but started working in MNC and NW, WNT, MNC, I don't know what that is, and now want to know which is better for me. Which line would be better for in future? I'm very confused and Angel. Okay, so I don't need to know what MNC is, but I just wait for the guides. I'm not in alignment with the question. Okay, say I'm not in alignment. I want to know about my career, my education qualifications according to teaching, but because of my circumstances, I didn't end up there, but started working in something else, and now I want to know which is better for me. Okay, so it's an alignment of the job. Which is better? It feels as if, so what is it? Is it fear? It feels like you're being pulled back to that, to the MNC, working in MNC. It feels like you're being pulled back to it. But is it because it's fear-based that you're feeling lack and worry and fear, and it's trying to pull you back into that, which feels like a safety net? Or is that for your greatest good? That's the question. So what is it? Is it for greatest good that she goes back? It feels as if there's a need for you to go into alignment into your heart, begin to take the moment and breathe into your heart and allow that breath to become slower, more deeper, allowing your body relaxed, and then holding that question in your mind of career. And ultimately, they don't necessarily want to give you the answers on this stuff because it's something that you need to figure out yourself. You need to figure out what's in alignment for you. So this isn't about somebody solving your answers or questions for you. It's about aligning yourself into the right answer and knowing what's right for you. Okay. Which is better for her? Can you give a clue? What would be better? They're not going to give you the answer on whether which is better. They want you to go into alignment with it. So you need to quiet yourself down, go into meditation, ask it, question it, feel it. There's a need for you to do that before you. Yeah, they're not going to let me. There's something for you to figure out. You need to get yourself into alignment. So your next steps are to go into alignment, and then if you have questions, ask about how to get into alignment. That's where we're going to. Marjorie says, so funny. I needed confirmation on what I received today, and it's about the Mother Mary, Magdalene, Isis, Hathor, and Divine Feminine. It's new divine code energy coming in. Okay, cool. Really cool. Thanks, Marjorie. I love the confirmation. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. KB 57. 04s. KB says, a few days back, I had a dream. In my dream, I saw 3 cobras in the houses. I saw 3 cobras in the house. Okay. Does these dreams have any significance, or do I have a message for me through this dream? Okay, who's coming through on that? I feel your higher self is coming through on this. And they're connecting me to the 3 cobras, and I'm seeing it in your house. It almost feels like a single cobra with 3 heads. That's how it's being presented to me. And yeah, there is a message behind this. And it feels as if it feels as if you are the cobra with 3 heads. And there's 3 versions of yourself that you're presenting to the world. There's the mother self, the one that keeps the household together, the one that's connected to all the beings in the household and takes care of them. There's your future self that this is what I want to do in life. This is where I want to go, and this is really what I want to do. And then there's the present self of alignment, of opening up, of connecting, which is the stepping stone between the 2 worlds and bridges. So these are the 3 versions of yourself that you need to come to terms with. And right now, as the cobra, which is very scary, and the fear that comes up with having a cobra, never mind that it's a cobra, but you have a cobra in your house, that it's these 3 personalities that you have to deal with. And ultimately, the cobra that's in your home, this isn't something to be fearful of. It's something to observe and know that there is feelings and emotions in the cobra. Even though they're known as cold-blooded, they're known to be very in the limbic brain of survival, procreation, sleep. It's very much the stages of primal limbic brain type energy. But there are emotions that are there. And it's the need for you to connect into the emotions of the cobra of yourself in your being self, in order to move yourself to move from the bridge of your past self of who you were, the current observation self, the one that the spiritually opening self, into the future self of what you who you want to be and who you can become. There's a need for you to make that transition, and it starts with observation. So observe yourself, observe the things that scare you within your body, allowing you to move in there, and that's what the Patreon is all about. So so get into consider getting into the Patreon. Join me in my Patreon, which is here, and start releasing. Get into an active practice of releasing that in your system. Okay, there's a need for that. You're ready for it, Kay. I'm excited for you. You're very ready for it. Lovely. Hey, Edith. Yeah, Gina says, I feel like Erik is speaking to me. Yes, that's the beautiful thing about these messages, that Erik is connected to all of us as he moves into Archangel status, and all the messages that come in through us today, because we are the collective. In that collective energy, there are answers in the messages that resonate. If it resonates for you, it resonates in your heart, then we're moving there. I really have a hard time looking at myself. It looks like I have some liver issues or something, but my liver is very clean. So I know. Yeah, everything in my life going down now, and I have no choice but be present and hopefully in flow. Yes, that's what it's all about. Just being present. And like I said earlier, when being a parent and raising children isn't about what a great job that you do. It's about being present. The best parents out there are present, and that's all the kids want. And that's all the emotional body, the emotional mind wants. And they want you to be present. And what that means is getting silent, getting still, and being present with yourself and body without being harmful to your body, with nutrition, with the words that you say, the thoughts and feelings that you have as you look in the mirror. You want to say good things. You don't want to walk up to your child. Imagine walking up to your baby and your child that is cognizant of you, and you said, you suck. You're a horrible child. But you said to your child, I love you. You're beautiful. You are the greatest gift that ever happened to me. Say that to yourself. Say that to your body. And that's the craving that we need in the body, in the energy of yourself. That's what we need. Yeah, I love that. I'm just making note of that right now, because I'll child self. Yeah, I love that. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you. Okay, who am I coming to next? They want me to come to my next Patreon here, which is Robyn, before I go back up to the top. And Robyn says, okay, hello, Colin. If you get a chance, may I have a message? All right, who wants to come in for Robyn? I feel Archangel Gabrielle coming through for you. Hello, okay, Gabriel. Yes, hello, Gabriel. Okay, so what does Robyn need to hear right now? I feel it has to do with your health, Robyn. I feel there is something that's been bothering you that you've been avoiding taking a look at physically. I just want to just come through. Head, shoulders, heart, respiratory, kidneys, intestines. Something to do with your intestines, digestion. Is going on with your digestion? In the elimination, that is a little bit hindered, but really mainly in the digestion. I feel you need some digestive enzymes. Start considering getting some digestive enzymes into your system to help process the food that's going through, and be mindful of the food that you're going through. avoid some of the heavier stuff that you're eating right now. Really consider moving into some lighter stuff as we enter into summer. There's the shift to get into more salads, more leafy greens, more dark green vegetables. There's a need for it to get into carnivorous vegetables, so broccoli and cauliflower. There's a need for those pungent type carnivorous vegetables to get into your system. Broccoli, cauliflower, leafy greens. And avoiding some of the nightshades. Potatoes, eggplant. Potato skins is okay. Not deep fried. Baked is okay. But really wash the skin. It's like you need the minerals. There's the minerals that you get from the skin. There's a need to add some minerals into your water. If you're drinking RO water, add some minerals into it. Add a digestive enzyme. The carnivorous vegetables is needed for you: broccoli, cauliflower, dark leafy greens, spinach, lettuce. There's a need to increase that in your body. Yeah. All good. All good. I hope that resonates for you, Robyn. Thank you for asking. Jen, you are never late. You are right on time. Like your timing is perfect. You're here. It's divine timing. You are never late. Hi, Silvana. Okay, Silvana is coming through. I haven't forgot about everyone else. I've added you to the list, but I'm being compelled to read Silvana. And here's my, I can't even say sister. It's just my past life wife. Okay, I'm getting a quote for some work to be done. Is this contractor I should go with? Okay, so there's a need for you to go through your list. I feel you need 3 contractors. And go to Homestars. Go to homestars.com. Go through the list and see which one resonates with you. But there's a need for you to get your pendulum. Show me yes. Just prop my elbow here. Let's get show me yes. Show me no. Show me a strong yes. See how that's shifting and getting bigger swings in direction? There's a need for you to get your pendulum out. They want you to use your gifts more, Silvana, instead of asking others. I could easily give you the answer, but there's a need for you to connect with that as well, to get your pendulum out. So go to homestars.com, get your list out, use your pendulum, and even ask on this person and ask some questions, but be very specific on the questions that you're asking. So as you're shifting more into intention and you're asking questions for yourself, especially as you use your pendulum, you need to be very specific. So the question can't be, are they going to be good for me? You know, that's very broad in general. Yeah, everyone's going to be good for you, but are they going to be the best for you? Will they do the job to your specification? Will you be emphatically happy with the work? Will the work last for years? Will the work be solid? Will the work be to the best of my needs and their ability that will be mutual satisfaction? You know, you got to be very specific, and there's a practice for you to get into that stage before they want me to answer that question. I hope that resonates and makes sense for you. Yeah, pendulum is mind-blowing. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and when we get into Wednesday, so again, Wednesday on Divine Soul Awakening, 12 noon Eastern on my channel, Rita's coming back. We're doing the pendulum. She's creating these charts right now that I'll be putting up into the description that you can download ahead of time. So when you download the chart, you'll actually put it over the chart and you see where it goes. Yes, no, maybe. and you'll be answering this flow chart that she's put through. They're going to ask these questions. Is it musculoskeletal? So is it a structural problem, joint issues? Is it tendons? Is it digestive? Is it respiratory? She has this flow chart. If you get a yes, then she has this other chart. Is it going to be with herbs? Is it going to be with manipulation? Is it going to be with homeopathics? Is it going to be emotional work? Is it going to be with a doctor? So she's creating this flow chart that will be able to use on the pendulum. So I'm super excited for what Rita is going to be doing. And that's going to be on this Wednesday show, Divine Soul Awakening, which I guess is, let me just kind of check the calendar here, which is, which is May 25th. So yeah, so this week, it's our season finale, May 25th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on my channel at youtube.com/connight, where you're watching this right now. And that is going to be this Divine Soul Awakening. So she's going to teach you everything with pendulum, or at least give you the basics in order to use what we learned from last month's episode and putting it into practical. And this is like going to save you a ton of time and energy knowing how to do it. Yeah. Ooh, 111. Thanks, Jim. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Thanks. Yeah. Wednesday, 9, which is 9 Pacific and 12 Eastern. That's right. Yes. Okay. Jen, I got you, sister. Edith, I got you as well. Got it. Okay. And Mishi, I have added you. I can come back to the list. I'm coming up to Robinette now. And again, you can come into the description afterwards. All this is going to be timestamped, and I'm going to add it to the list tonight. So expect to see it tonight or tomorrow. I'll add everyone and timestamp you. So I'm coming to Robinette, 1:11:49. Okay, Robin says, I am shamefully vain. Yeah. I always feared being judged on my looks. Is this a past life issue, or was just told I'm ugly in this lifetime? Like right away, like, you are not ugly. You are beautiful in every way. Your soul and heart is so wonderful, so beautiful, that the word ugliness does not go in the same sentence. It is oil and water. It is two very different vibrations, and you are far from being ugly. And instead of looking at the energy as seeing yourself as vain, have you ever thought that you are just proud of the way that you like to present yourself? That you are a gift to the world and you want to present yourself as a gift? Because that's what you are. You are a beautiful gift, and this is not vain. You need to take that word out of your vocabulary and shift it to say, I am presenting myself to how I want to be presented. This is how I like to be presented, and it is beautiful. It is a gift. And as when people watch you and see you, they see, wow, she is really well put together. Look how wonderful she looks. And you went to all that trouble to put yourself together, to make yourself look good, appeasing to the people around you. That is a gift. And if people want to accept that gift, they accept it. If they don't want to accept that gift, they don't accept it. But this is not vain. This is you taking the time to present yourself to the people that you want to present yourself to. That's beautiful, Robinette. It is beautiful. I'm adding this right now. That's gift. You're a gift. You're not vain at all. You are beautiful in every respect, and I hope you remember that, Robinette. You're a gift. It doesn't matter what these bodies look like. It doesn't matter whether you're fat, whether you have warts, whether you have folds on your skin. However, that is your interpretation of yourself. And when I see you, I'm looking at your soul. I'm looking at everything about you, and I'm looking at the little pieces. Look how beautiful your skin is. Look how beautiful your eyes are. Oh, look at that earlobe, just the way it says. Oh, look at that extended jaw. I really love that. It's beautiful. Look how beautiful that body is set. So these are things that we come here that is filled with beauty. There's nothing wrong with our bodies. Our bodies are beautiful. This is the way that we came to this earth, and it is a gift. We have to be thankful for everything that we have here. So being vain is wonderful in every single way. Yeah. Savannah says, I was looking for confirmation. I used my pendulum this morning, and I guess you telling me that you used my pendulum just confirmed. Ha ha ha. So cool. I freaking love that. Love that. Great confirmation. And for everyone else, I know we've been here an hour. You got to get going. Please like, subscribe to this video, share it out if you feel compelled, and come back in the comments afterwards and let me know if it resonated with you. If these messages resonate, let me know. So let me come to the beautiful Kay here. And okay. Sorry, I'm just aligning myself to your energy because your energy is so beautiful, Kay. I really do love it. I love your energy. Okay, so Kay says, hey, Con. Hey, I'm Coach Erik. Whoop, whoop. Fuck, Erik. You're hilarious. Okay. My question is about the energy in my home. I felt the presence of a tall man standing by the door in the hallway. Who or what was that? Thank you. All right, Erik. Or the tall being. Whoever wants to come forward. Great is good. That was a tall white that came to visit you. The tall whites are very loving, healing beings, and you have a lineage with them that you're a healer as well. You have a really sweet, kind heart, which has a healing effect and ability in it, which is kind of part of your energy that you are healing. So this tall white came to visit you. This tall white, you've actually had many incarnations with as a tall white. And he's come and actually says they spends a lot of time with you. And as your energy and frequency is beginning to increase and vibrate, they're going to become more known to you. And as you align yourself to the tall whites, you are going to be doing more healing work. Things like Reiki and craniosacral and just putting your hands on people physically and energetically and helping heal people and align them. You're on your way to become a great healer. And it's in alignment with the tall white energy. And this is one of your guides. Do you have a name? I can't pronounce. Okay, you want to spell it out for me? He says, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. What if I just spell it and show it to you? He goes, it's not for me to do. Okay. So you need to continue to increase your alignment with this tall white being. And he's going to make himself known more to you because he doesn't want to give too much. But as your frequency and energy is beginning to open, you're increasing, you're aligning yourself more to love. You're beginning to love yourself, appreciate yourself, find the balance within yourself. His energy is being lowered enough and you're raising your vibrations high enough that you're going to be able to connect on a more deeper level, on an education level. And he is going to be, he's saying that I'm going to be your guide in moving into this healing energy. And so he's going to be coming in more for you. So continue to open up your vibrations and energy so that he can teach you and connect with you more. Yeah. So that's what's happening for you, Kay. That is really super freaking cool. How can I possibly be thankful for not having a right ear? Okay, Jen, let me come to you. Okay, so what do you guys want to say? Okay, let me write that down. So let me come to Jen, 1:18:56. It just says, how can I possibly be thankful for not having a right ear? Okay, who's going to come answer on that? There's something they want to say that's really good. Even though you don't have a right ear, you can still hear. Even if you do not have hearing, you can still hear. regardless of what it is, you have emotions and you have feelings. Whether you call that clairs, whether you call that physical ability, these are actually tools. Much like the pendulums and the angel cards, these are just tools to help you function on this earth. But it's not necessary for you to connect with your higher self, to connect with your true self. The idea of not having an ear isn't about not having. It's not being thankful about what you do not have. It's being thankful of what you do have. Even though you don't have a right ear, you do have hearing. Isn't that something to be thankful of? Even though you don't have the hearing, you can sense and hear and feel. You have many other senses that allows you to function in the world. Even if you do not have sight, you can still see. So this isn't about being thankful for what you do not have. It's being thankful for what you do have. And that's what gratitude is. Align yourself into gratitude and be thankful for what you have, because you have plenty. You have plenty. Bam. That was Erik. Erik you just dropped the mic. That was really cool. All right, let me come to Jurgita. Jurgita. And Jurgita says, good morning, all. Hello, lovely. Erik, Khan, and my higher self, please give me the message I need to hear. All right. Who's coming through? Okay. I'm going to be channeling Erik. And he has your higher self in hand. He's like drawing your higher self forward too. Okay, so what do you want to say? What does Jurgita need to hear for her highest good? There's a nod. They're nodding in agreement. Not an agreement, but it's what's the word? In approval. They're nodding in approval as you are shifting into the energy that you are. They're seeing you. And they're saying, this goes for many on the planet right now, that that you're opening up no matter what. There's a bunch of people that are lost, but there's the majority who feel lost, who don't know anything, but know that there's something more, have that feeling that's being injected into them now. And those people alone are starting to open up, and that's you. You're opening up. Your vibrations are increasing. You're becoming more aware. You're becoming more sensitive. You're becoming more compassionate. You're becoming kinder, most importantly, to yourself. And you're seeing just how wonderful you really are. You're seeing that the good that you've done in the world for those around you, for those that are closest to you, but most importantly, you're seeing to see how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, what a good heart you have. That many of the things that you do not do for the idea of receiving something in return. You do it selflessly. You do it without expecting anything, and it's just with love. So they're just nodding with approval as you're opening up more, as you're accepting the energies and the vibrations that are coming through for you, and they're excited for what's happening for you. And more is coming through. So continue to open yourself up, continue to be kind to yourself, continue to love yourself, because you are beautiful. You are wonderful in every respect. You are beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Great message. Thanks, guys. Thank you, higher self. You're welcome, Robinette. You're welcome. Yeah. I hope I answered the question, so I'm hoping you said with the BAM, you got that. Yeah, it's not about the why. just want to see this. Yeah, great for you. Yeah, great. I'm just the vessel, but thank you. We're all deserving healing, expansion, struggles with eating right, and releasing this daily as I can handle through all the craziness in our lives. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. You got it. Herbs a hoot. Yes, you are. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, come back up to the list. And I'm being asked to come to Jim. So here's Jim. And Jim was just on our Divine Soul Awakening this past Wednesday that just passed. And Jim was talking about Edgar Cayce and sharing his knowledge. It was really good information. It was a good session. So thanks, Jim, for coming in and talking about Edgar Cayce. It was really good. Okay, so Jim asks, did I have a lifetime in Atlantis flying aircraft? Oh, cool. All right. Who wants to align? I feel your higher self coming through, Jim. Because Erik is too busy in a flying craft right now. In an Atlantis flying craft, he's just wee. He's like flying in the air. He's like, you got this. And he's talking down to like your higher self, which is communicating with me. All right, cool. So he's like, do you really have to ask? You know, you know it, you feel it. Yeah, you had a lifetime in Atlantis. And, and we had to know that in the Atlantic Times that there was, they're drawing me to the technology and how vast and wondrous the technology was and how so much ahead of the technology they had today that we are still, well, nowhere near. It'll be coming through in the future for us as we align ourselves into the higher vibrational energy, which very much what was happening in the Atlantean times, that they are aligning themselves to much higher energy. And we are moving into that shift. And we'll see that in future decades as we continue to align ourselves, open ourselves up. But you definitely had a past life in this, in Atlantean times. And it feels like you were involved. It doesn't feel like it feels like you were in engineering. You were the creator of these flying vessels that moved around effortlessly. It feels like you were a creator in this. And it very much comes into alignment of the mechanical mind that you have in this lifetime, or the scientific mind that you have in this lifetime. They're showing me like just good analytics. The type of work you do is quite scientific. It's an alignment of who you are and what you do. So yes, and yes. Atlantis lifetime, engineering, you did the blueprints for the flying car. You brought it forward. You're one of those originators. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Thanks, Jim. That was really cool. Good. Right Rabbit says, I'm excited to see the ghosting video. The timing is good because I feel very triggered about my friend today. Out of the blue. Divine timing. There's no mistake about it. Yeah. Jamal introduced this last Wednesday. Yeah. And that was 2 days ago. Yeah. That was 2 days ago. He was with us. Check it out. And Jim, I've yet to download it. So thank you. Now that I see your name, I'll put that down here. Download. That was a Divine Soul Awakening for Jim. Cool. Okay. Come back to the top of the charts. And I've got Soul Transmissions. Go check out Saul's YouTube channel. Go do a search for Saul Transmissions. The light language that Saul does is a lot of activations and a lot of sun work. She is gifted. I'm enamored with what Saul brings forward. Okay, so Saul says, hello, Khan. May I have a message, please? Okay. Who wants to come in for Saul? No, I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, who's coming through? All right, I will. They want me to get more juice. Okay. What's the message for Saul? I feel an alignment coming forward. They're talking about a specific activation that opens you up, and it feels like you're going to get, but it's going to be calling in some entities that are not the highest of vibrations, that are actually a little bit low vibrational. So they're saying that this activation will be happening. They've been holding off this activation to come through for you, and there's a need for you to be aware as the activations that come through, to make sure you set your intentions of having your bubble, of allowing only love to come in, love to leave this space, aligning yourself into that higher vibrational energy. There's a need for you to do that, because this activation that come through will be something of some lower vibrational beings energy that will come through, and that could actually lower your energy quite a bit. So there's a need for you to make sure your vibrations are high. And anytime you get into one of your meditations and activations, setting your intentions to only allowing those, the highest and greatest good, the greatest good of all, and only love to come in and love to come out into your space, setting your protection, Archangel Michael, or whoever that is for you, and set your intentions and protection around you of high vibration. So you can allow them to come in without allowing them to come in, if that makes sense. So you can still get the message without them actually interfering with your space and reducing your vibrations. That's they're pretty clear about that, Saul. Feel free to reach out if it doesn't make sense or you need more detail on it. Yeah. You're welcome, Jen. Yeah, cool, good. Yeah, I love being a geek. Being a geek is great, Yeah, I've got no game whatsoever, which is good. Hi, Gaurav. Okay, I've added you, sir. Hi, Annika. I've added you. We'll see if I get to you or not. And Gina's giving a little bit of inspiration to Jen. Never give up. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Feel them so you can learn a lesson and get peace back inside of you. Yes. Thank you, Gina. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me come here. Okay, they asked me to come to Michelle. Yeah, sorry guys if it's not in order. I'm just following my guides. All right, Michelle says, feeling so lost. Does my team have any practical thing I could explore? Thank you. Team. Feel them coming in one by one, so as not to overwhelm or shift my energy. But they're marching in. And so I'm going to have a bit of a saunter. Okay. Thank you. You just give me a big influx of energy. Okay, they're here. Michelle is feeling lost. What's practical that she can explore? They're showing me for you to get back into nature. And you have your series, Things in My Nature, in My Realm. When you connect to the earthly objects, the mushrooms, the flowers, the tree bark, the ripple in the water, you are aligning yourself into energy, and there's a need for you to ground into that. But as you do that, and you start connecting with that mushroom growth or the ripple of water, align yourself in the energy that it expresses. I mean, you're drawn to it, and you take your picture to it, and there's a certain level of connection that you're making as you take the picture. But there also is saying for you to connect into the vibrational energy of that ripple of water, the beauty in it, the message that's in the ripple of water, the mushroom, how it grows and goes into other direction, and how it can grow anywhere and just show up anywhere. Notice the expansiveness that comes into it, the different layers that happen with the mushroom, the beautiful shapes and sizes of it, the nutrients that come from the mushrooms that can either be poisonous, that can be good or bad, it can be rejuvenating, or it can be debilitating to certain people that eat it. There's a need for you to get out to the nature, connect with the things that it draws your eyes, but don't just take a picture of it. Don't just connect with it, but connect with it emotionally and hear the message, because there's a reason you're drawn to it. You're drawn to it not just for the beauty, you're drawn to it to get a message from it. That's what's coming through. There's a deeper message that's coming through for you. Yeah, there's a deeper message. That's what's coming through, Mishi. I hope that resonates for you, darling. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. Enjoy your class. Say hi to everyone for me. Okay, come back to the top here. And Samruddhi 3630. Okay. How should I release the trapped emotions from my body? Okay, so before you actually get into releasing emotions, you need to take a step back and increase the vibrations of your body nutritionally. The starting step for most people is to begin eating a little bit healthier, avoiding the fried foods, avoiding alcohol. Not that you do alcohol, but I get, the fried foods are there. So, keep it down to a minimum, at least, while you allow your vibrations to get up. Getting some more high vibrational foods in you, some more fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, or anything that's high vibrational, instead of frying it quite a bit, or instead of sauteing it beyond recognition. Leave it a little bit more raw. Put it in a little bit later into your dishes, so it still is a little bit more crisp. Try to get more into a raw state, and getting more of that nutritional foods into your body. That's the first stage for you in raising the chemical vibrations in the body. Because once you begin to raise those vibrations with food, because that's the stage that you're in, is high vibrational foods, you raise the vibration of the body, then you'll actually move into a more spiritual, emotional thing that you'll be able to tune in and connect with your body a little bit better. And then when you get into that stage, look at my channel, look at the guided emotional release. There's a group guided emotional release, and start with the guided piece. And then once you get past the guided piece, you can then shift into straight silence, but it'll come to you, but you're not ready for that. Start with food right now. When you get into the food, then go into the emotional release and follow along and look at the emotional release playlist, this information, and I'll tag that at the end here. And I'll add that to my list here of my to-dos, and I'll add to the very end of the video after this transmission and after it's been processed. That'll be tomorrow sometime. So yeah, there you go, Samruddhi. Thanks for asking that question. Yeah. No, Saul, you were at the 1 hour and 29 minute mark. It'll be added into the description tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Coming to Chaitu. Chaitu, my loving sister. Okay, so Chaitu says, hey, brother, tomorrow I'm having an interview, but I'm in dilemma whether to attend or not because one of my friends were working in the same hospital and experience made me put in the dilemma. Also, my mind won't be stable in the matter of job I get, ready to go to job, but within a fraction of a second, my mind gets disturbed. I get too depressed. Any comment on this from my fiance or from my guides? Okay. I get the sense that don't look at this as that you have to go to this job interview. This is more of an experience for you. Go to the job interview with experience. It doesn't mean that you're going to get the job, that you have to take the job, but it does mean that you're going to go there for an experience of interacting with people. And what you want to do when you go to the job is to be your authentic self, that you want to use this as a practice, that as you align yourself, before you actually go into the building, breathe into your heart and feel. Go into the bathroom, look in the mirror and smile at yourself. And smile and put a fake smile on and see what it does to your body and just smile. Oh, I feel good. And stretch. Move your arms and move it out. Move your face and get energy and emotion there. So use this as a practice session to get yourself happy and feeling good. So when you answer the questions, you're going to answer them from your heart and align yourself. So as you shift yourself into a heart vibration and you answer these questions, you're going to answer these questions from your heart. This doesn't mean that you have to take the job, but you're going to use it as a practice and an experience to be able to shift your energy into love, into high vibration, and use that as an experience to speak with your authentic voice. And your authentic voice begins in your heart. So use this as a practice, if anything. This isn't something you have to do. It's for you. This is being done for you so you can practice and have fun with it. So have fun. Fun. Yay. Love it. Okay. I hope that resonates. I'm coming to the lovely June Murphy 14139. Okay. Con Raymond popped into my mind. Oh, I actually already answered that one. Yeah, that was felt like my cousin. I think my cousin is thinking about me, or my godsons are thinking about me. Yeah. Now I come to Lisa. Hey. Okay, 14204. Lisa says, "Hi, Con. I would love some guidance on if I should continue to take classes or do something new. Feeling stagnated on my progress and need new perspective." Yes. Yeah. It's funny that you bring this up because I'm getting the same feeling that after you do this next course and you finish up with the 104, it's worthy of a break, at least taking the 101 off again and seeing if you do need to take the rest. So I don't really see the need to do the 101. You need the break in there. It's not so much, you've kind of reached that plateau. You've reached the spiritual growth. You've done the work. You've done this quite a bit, that the need for you to continue in the courses won't really provide you the benefit that you need compared to the downtime that you would receive in working on yourself, because now you're shifting into not someone else doing the work for you, but more so for you doing the work yourself. Now, if you decide to come back into the courses, it really is just to be a part of the energy. It's not even so much that you have to be part of the live courses. It's that you just want to do the replays and be part of that energy. Now, we do know that there's more energy that's cultivated when you're in a live course compared to following the replay. But it really would be if you do decide to come back, you just be in that energy. But there is a need for you to explore other things. I feel it's actually more garden-based, being more outside and taking the time to be outside and experience the better weather, even though you have good weather all around in your region. But still, this is a really magical time in your area. And the beautiful temperatures that you have and the growing and the cultivating that you're going to get from grounding and being outside. So there's a need for you to, it won't necessarily benefit you. It won't hurt you, but it won't benefit you as it's done in the past. You're not going to have these profound shifts because you've done the hard work already. It's more so for you to move into your self-work and your mastery of your self-work. And that's the energy you're moving into, Lisa. So I hope that helps make a decision. Yeah, thanks for asking that question. Okay, I'm coming to the lovely Kira, 14439. 36. Okay. Kira says, could I have a message, please? Yeah, sure. Do we have a message for Kira? What's the message for Kira? What I'm seeing and feeling for you is like this. It's this pendulum, and you're just going from tick tock, tick tock, and you're bouncing from spiritual enlightenment to 3D, spiritual enlightening to 3D, and you're just bouncing back and forth between these fields and energy. And it feels like there's a need for you to get more into your practice of releasing, more into your heart-centered self. So I'm hearing third time's a charm. So for 3 summers now, prior to the summer beginning, they've said, take a break, enjoy the weather, get outside, go for walks, go down by the water and walk, go take time for yourself. So this is the 3rd summer that they've been saying this to you. And there's a need for you to get out and ground. And they say, they hope you really take advantage of the weather again and get out by that park bench that sits in front of the river, the water, and go into meditation, get into quiet. You don't have to close your eyes, but get yourself into a meditative state and focus on nature, or close your eyes and listen. But you do a sound meditation where you just listen to the sound of the birds, of the boats that are going through, the people that are walking behind you on the boardwalk. Take a minute and just focus on the sounds and just allow that to be your meditation and therapy. There's a need for you to do it outside, do it in the warmer weather, not necessarily barefoot because it's quite dirty there, but there is a need to be outside if you're going to be doing it by the river, the water. That's what I'm getting for you, Kara. Yeah, I hope that resonates. Thank you. All right. Coming to our Taylor now. Our Taylor 147:30. Okay, how to vibe up my teeth to healthy. This is a multi-stage approach. The first stage is to look at alternative sources for your sugars, because it feels like you're eating a lot of processed sugars. Now, the processed sugars are like the bleached white sugar that you would buy in the big bags. And that's what's typically used in the food. And because it's been bleached and it's been processed beyond recognition, it's no longer a natural ingredient. It's no longer something that's beneficial and healthy for you. So there's a need for you to look at alternative sugars, more natural sugars. There's a lot of foods out there that are shifting to more natural. So there's a need for you to start with avoiding the processed foods. There also is a need to look at your toothpaste and avoid the ones that have fluoride added into it, shifting over into more natural toothpaste, because the fluoride itself is actually creating more damage. It's hardening organs within your body, and it's not giving you any benefit when you're using these hardening fluorides. Lastly is intention and love. So begin to start your mornings and end your mornings by loving your teeth, loving your digestive system. So sit and put your mindset on your teeth, even put your hands over your teeth, and begin to connect with it. Be present. And when was the last time you told your teeth that you love it? Thank you for chewing the food and breaking it down and entering it into my system. Thank you for giving me that beautiful smile, allowing me to smile at people, even though it might not be perfect for others to see. It's perfect because it still does the job. I love you. Thank you for being present with me. Thank you for joining me on this journey. So talk to your teeth and give it love, and be present with it and hold that feeling until it replies back to you, until you feel it giving love, being happier. And anytime it feels lighter, thank it for feeling lighter, and then take a breath and release it. Draw it up through your head to the top of your crown and exhale it out from your crown. Thank you. Thank you for releasing. Thank you for being with me. I love you. And then wait. Observe. Notice the emotions. Notice the smile that's coming on within the smile's teeth. Thank you for smiling. Thank you for being so beautiful and wonderful. I love you. I'm never going to abandon you. I love you. And notice how it shifts again. Just wait. The bigger smile that comes from it, and it gives you love. So when was the last time you gave your teeth love? Give it back. Give your teeth love. Lovely. Yes, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, sister. Very welcome. Okay. Okay, so JENN 151. I'm running room on my paper here. Jen says, I would love to know what's going on with my brain. Okay. Okay, so your medical system is gonna say one thing about your brain, but there also is something else that's happening to many of you, that the energetic shift on the planet is happening to allow the flow of your brain to move and function differently. Your physiological self, or the biological brain, the components of the molecular structure is actually shifting and changing within you, as it is happening with many people around the planet right now. As the sun is intensifying its energy, and as it's coming through, you're going to feel fatigue and down and shifting and depression. Just know that much of this is the ascension energy, or the energy that's coming through on the planet. What you need to do is put yourself into a state of allowing, and allow that energy to come through. If you feel it in your brain, put your mindset into the brain and just allow and be present with it, and allow it to flow through, and then use your breath to draw it through down. And once you feel that love, this goes back to JENN as well. When you feel that love, that energy, that feeling, draw it down and share it with the rest of the body. And then draw it down as it shares down through your body. Let it go into the grounding energy of Gaia to be grounded, and let it take it through and let it pass through you. And it's almost like a funnel of energy coming through, but passing through you, like a electrical circuit. You want that energy to flow through you. And as it's flowing through you, it's going to clear some of that dirtier energy that's there, the negative energy that doesn't belong there. It's cleansing. So this is what's happening for you. So just put yourself into a state of allowing, allow the feeling to come in, and open yourself and allow. That's where you're coming through. Yeah. Very cool. Excited for you, JENN. Excited for you. Okay, 4 more. And I'm coming to Edith. Edith at 1:53:45. Okay. Edith asked for a message. Okay, what does Edith need to hear right now for her greatest good? My brain is a little bit active, but I'm also feeling a slight swell in my heart. That there's a relationship between the heart and the brain. That there's a relationship as you shift yourself into something more heart-centered. The heart actually directs the brain, has more connections into the brain than the brain has into the entire body. So as you shift yourself into a heart cohesiveness and put yourself into a more elevated heart loving state, you're going to be able to train your brain. And it feels like there's a need for you to begin shifting yourself into more heart centeredness, into more lovingness, so that it can direct the brain into the direction that it needs to move into. Anything else on that? No, it's time for you to do the work. And that's what it is. You are shifting your energy. Yeah. Okay. Coming to Gaurav. Gaurav. Gaurav 155:21. Okay. Message from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. Michael, would you come in, please? Okay. What does Gaurav need to hear right now? He's asking you to pick up your sword. So Archangel Michael is clearing the path for you, but you can't expect him to do it all for you. You need to pick up your sword as well and begin clearing a path for yourself. Begin to use the path. Begin to use your sword to clear the path and know that you are in charge of your destiny and the energy that's in front of you. You're not alone, but it's not everyone else's responsibility to clear the path for you. You need to pick up the sword and begin to clearing the path as well. He's saying it's time for you to do this. And there's nothing to be worried about. You're ready for it. Anything else on that? Nope. Short, sweet, to the point. Okay. I got two more messages, Annika and Angela. Okay, I've run out of room, so I'm going to come up to the top here. Annika. And 156:59. Okay. Annika says, what kind of past life I had that spark knowing I used to share plant medicine in this life? And how can I open it more to serve people? Great question. Okay. I see you. They're kind of showing me as like a very cartoonish like character, very short, wearing the safari outfit in the jungle, white hair, big long handlebar mustache, and white. And you've got your machete in one side, binoculars or a little cantina wrapped around you, and in a pouch that you would store all these herbs as you explored the jungle. It feels like the Amazons. So you were exploring the Amazon jungle. When was this? 1700s? No. Yeah. But that clothing wasn't even there. They're giving me, it's like you were born in mid 17s, and you went on to like the 18s. I know it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just passing it on. Anyways, you're definitely an explorer in a past life. It doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to connect and resonate, but it was that you were an explorer. You connect there. In terms of you serving people, you're figuring that out now. And then in the next short while, you're going to have additional opportunities come forward for you to expand your gift in sharing. So you're not done your work now. You're getting pretty close to sharing for people that are going to find the most benefit from you. Just keep on doing what you're doing. They're not ready quite to reveal exactly what you're doing, but it's coming. It's coming. You are welcome, Edith. Okay, so last question is coming to Angela. Number 2, we're at the 2-hour mark, and I am done. Angela says, I'm getting what I believe to be channeled nudges towards volunteering or working at my local animal shelter. Is this a potential job career change? It's a potential, but you're not ready to make that decision. Volunteering, yes. Job change and career, align yourself to the energy first before you make that decision. It's too early for you to make that decision because right now it's more based on that you're sick of your old job and want to change, and you're just kind of reaching for anything to make a change to. You say, oh, maybe this is it. And it's like you just drop everything and run towards there. That's not it. Start with volunteering, align your energy to it, because it might not be what you expected. It's not all about petting animals and protecting them. Sometimes it's about doing some jobs that you don't necessarily want to do, like holding them down for euthanasia. It's not like this isn't actually something that you might not want to do as a full-time job, but it is something that you can do occasionally. And that's about all that your energetic body can handle right now, is to be in this energy occasionally right now and see if it's in alignment for you. You're not quite fully ready. You're getting there, but more opportunities will come in the future and you'll know it as it comes. But dropping everything is not a good idea. Align yourself into the energies first before you make a shift. That's it. Wow. So last one. Woohoo. Thanks, guys. This was another great episode of Channeling Erik and providing Archangel Guidance. I was really happy about that, and having another session of live readings. This was a lot of fun. So please join me every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, where I use this as a practice to develop my intuitive gifts and become more sensitive, so I can really be in tune with my body and those around me as I continue in this intuitive empath type work. So thank you for joining me on this channeling guidance. Remember this Wednesday, Divine Soul Awakening, 12 noon. Rita Mustafa is back with the charts to help us use balancing for our pets, for ourselves, for our children, with really anything. So it's going to be really good. We've been spending some time with that, especially Rita. She's been spending out the logic to make it as simple as possible for beginners to use your pendulums in doing dowsing and helping people. Other than that, this has been another great Channeling Erik Archangel Guidance, and I thank you and love you and appreciate you, and I'll see you in the upcoming week. Much love, everybody. Look out for the video drop tonight at 9 p.m. Love y'all. Bye.